Students, we are going to discuss something called as isothermal process. What is an isothermal process? It is a process in which the change in pressure and volume take place at constant temperature. Next, the isothermal process takes place at a very slow rate. Therefore, the system always remains in thermal equilibrium, म्हणजे temperature constant. The system always remains in thermal equilibrium with the surroundings. Okay, this is an isothermal process. So what is an isothermal process? Where the changes in pressure and volume of the system take place at constant temperature. The process is a very slow process and hence the system remains in thermal equilibrium with the surroundings. That is an isothermal process. Okay, to understand it, what shall we do? Since the state variables such as pressure and volume change, hence we can apply the Boyle's law, because the changes in these state variables, that is pressure and volume, is taking place at constant temperature. Students, therefore we can apply the Boyle's law. And what is the Boyle's law? At constant temperature, the product of pressure and volume is constant. That's it. Next part, if Pi, Vi are the initial pressure and volumes, and Pf, Vf are the final pressure and volume, then the product Pi, Vi is equal to Pf, Vf. That's it. Are you okay here? Next, since the system is in thermal equilibrium with the surroundings, since the temperature is constant, the changes taking place are infinitesimal. Therefore, the work done is also by very small amount, which is given by dW is equal to PdV. Are you okay here? Since the since the conditions or the changes are taking place at constant temperature, the change in temperature is 0. Delta T is 0. The total work done for the entire process is integration of dW from initial volume to final volume, which is equal to integration Vi to Vf of PdV. Now, we have from an ideal gas, because for these processes we are going to use the ideal gas equation. That is what we did the assumptions as. For n moles of an ideal gas, we have PV is equal to nRT. Therefore, what is P equal to? It is nRT divided by V. Therefore, what is your work done? W equal to integration from Vi to Vf of dW, which is equal to integration from Vi to Vf of nRT divided by V into dV. Barkada, number of moles remains constant, R is the universal gas constant, even that is constant, T is the temperature. Integration from Vi to Vf of what? dV by V. Integration of dV by V is what? Natural log of V from the limits Vi to Vf. What is this? This is nRT, natural log, upper bound upon lower bound. Ends the job. Karta? This is the work done. Next, since the temperature is constant, the change in temperature, since the temperature is constant, the change in temperature is 0. From the first law of thermodynamics, we have delta U is equal to Q minus W. Since the temperature is constant, the internal energy, change in the internal energy is 0, because internal energy also remains constant. Therefore, 0 is equal to Q minus W. Therefore, Q is equal to W. Q is heat energy. W is the mechanical work. What does it mean? Whatever amount of heat energy supplied to the system is utilized to convert into, or is utilized in the form of work done. So, heat energy supplied to the system is converted into work. There is the heat energy supplied is not, I will put it like this, the heat energy supplied is not um, utilized to increase the inter energy. That's it. Therefore, we conclude that, I correct? Therefore, Q is equal to, because heat energy is utilized to convert into work, nRT into natural log of Vf upon Vi. That is your expression for heat energy. Under isothermal conditions, when you plot a graph of pressure versus volume, you get a curve. This curve is obtained at constant temperature, and therefore the curve is called as the isotherm. A curve obtained is called as the isotherm. This is the initial pressure. This is the final pressure. Initial volume, final volume. That's it. Are you okay? Ends the job. This is your isothermal process. Clear mulano? Ha point number 1. After this, we are going to discuss something called as isobaric process. Now, what is isobaric process? It is the process in which the change in pressure is zero. Means in isobaric pressure process, there is the pressure of the system remains constant. Point number 1. Since the pressure remains constant, there is no control over volume. Since there is no control over volume, there is no control over work and inter energy. सांगायचं काय की the inter energy, the work done and the volume are not constant, but only one term is constant, and that is pressure. Even the temperature is also not constant. Are you okay here? Temperature is also not constant, students. मग isobaric process तुम्ही काय लिहिणार? Then, since the pressure is constant, change in pressure is zero. What about the work done? P into change in volume. What is that P into change in volume? P delta V, final volume minus the initial volume during the expansion of the gas. Because you are maintaining the pressure constant, but there is no control over the volume, hence work done will not be zero. Now what is PV equal to? nRT, final temperature minus initial temperature. P into Vf minus Vi is equal to what? nRTF minus Ty. Okay. Then the inter energy of the system is not equal to zero. The inter energy of the system is not equal to zero. म्हणजे delta U is not equal to zero. So from the first law of thermodynamics, this is the first law of thermodynamics. We have delta U is equal to Q minus W. What is delta U? It is N C, pressure is constant, NCV dt. असं लिहून दाखवते हा. It is NCV dt. Therefore, change in inter energy is what? NCV TF minus TI. Final temperature. Change in temperature is TF minus TY. That's it. Are you okay? That is inter energy. कळलं? Next part. Now, therefore, W is equal to what? Or change in inter energy is what? Equal to what? Q minus W. Therefore, what is Q? Delta U plus W. Delta U is what? NCV, specific heat at constant volume. TF minus TY. Yes. Plus W. What is W? NR TF minus TI. Common kada. Therefore, Q is equal to NCV plus NR TF minus TI. Common kadla. TF minus TI. Therefore, Q is equal to what? NCV plus R. N common kada. CV plus R TF minus TI. That is N. CV plus R is Cp. How? Because Mayer's relation Cp minus Cv is equal to R. Therefore, Cp is equal to Cv plus R. Ncp Tf minus Ti is the expression for heat energy. So, isobaric process, the concept is different. That Q is equal to Ncp Tf minus Ti. Because Q is equal to, this is the first law of thermodynamics. Change in internal energy is Q minus W. But since the process is isobaric, pressure constant, internal energy is also not zero, work done is also not zero. Internal energy is Q minus W, work done is Nr Tf minus Ty, and since the process is carried out at constant pressure, we take the specific heat at constant volume and get the answer. That's it. That is your, what you can say, expression for heat energy. Are you okay? This is the thing here. So for today, we will stop. We'll continue again tomorrow. Bye.